guys, welcome back to Say It With Your Chest.
Episode 21. Wait, you know what I was kind of thinking?
What?
In the intro, should we say our names?
Like how?
Like,
hey
guys, welcome back to Say It With Your Chest. I'm Jess.
And I'm Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's a new switch up we can do.
A new add-in for next week.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
Just so people remember who they're listening to, or like if they forget whose voice is attached to
It's becoming really hard for me to say my own name.
Why? Oh,
because of like how other people pronounce it.
And you had a weird switch one time, and it never went back.
Because okay, so for context, like whenever I came to Massachusetts, I noticed that people, when they say my name, they have like a certain inflection where they go Hannah instead of like Hannah.
Hannah.
And I say my name Hannah, and like everyone from New York says my name Hannah, but like the more that I say it out loud, the less it feels like my name. No, it's like really scaring me.
Oh,
because
so sorry everyone. Continue.
No, but because there were a couple of times where I would say, like, when I'm introducing myself to someone, like, hi, my name's Hannah, they'll be like, wait, what? Like, Hannah? Or, like, they don't hear the H. So then sometimes, like, I got into the habit of, when I meet new people, to introduce myself as Hannah.
Yeah.
Like Hannah.
Like Hannah Montana.
Yeah. And so now I have this weird thing where I don't know what my name is.
Yeah.
So... yeah, it's going to be weird for me to say, but like I think it's good if I say my name on the pod every
practice.
week. Yeah, it's good practice for me.
Wait, but do you think like when I first met you, I just said Hannah?
You've always said my name right. And then I like hadn't heard it in so long. Like I was like, because when I go home, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
And like Steven's always said my name right. Yeah. And like everything. So I don't know. I gotten more used to it, but I've noticed myself saying it now, which is like not okay.
Hannah. Like I feel like if I said that, I would be talking in an accent.
Right, but then sometimes I go Hannah and they're like Hannah, and I'm like, no, that's not what I said at all. Like I just feel like I'm hearing something else that other people aren't hearing.
Yeah. Tricky.
And I kind of do avoid saying my name out loud now.
Oh.
I know, it's really sad.
Well, maybe this will help you and help other people.
Yeah.
Know how to say your name.
I know. I wonder if any other like Hannahs have
that problem.
Have like come across this before, but I don't know if it's like, is it a New York accent or is it just I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't know, but I have noticed that with you and your name and other people.
Because one time I introduced myself and you were like, what the fuck did you
guys, when we were in Salem, Hannah told the story. She like went up on the stage for the magic show and he was like, okay, everyone introduce yourself. And she was like, hi, I'm Hannah. And we were like,
I know.
What the fuck did that girl just say?
It happened, like I panicked. I panicked and I didn't know what to say.
It was shocking.
You know how embarrassing it would be if they asked me to like say my name again? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I get it. I was just like, whoa, like,
yeah, that was
something just shifted in the earth. Like,
so true.
Okay, well, here we are, back again, back at it.
Do you want to start with the fact we're filming this on Saturday, January 18th?
Whoa.
Well, it's important for the date because like TikTok is getting banned tomorrow, so I want people to know like when we're filming this, who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow.
True.
So we're filming this on Saturday, January 18th. Apparently, TikTok is getting banned tomorrow, and we're really upset about it.
Yeah, honestly, like I'm really in denial, but
me too.
It's so hard because again, like. Well, not again, because I've never said this before, but the craziest thing about TikTok is there's so much misinformation, which I guess is part of probably the reason why they want to ban it. But I've seen so many different things, like it's getting banned tomorrow. Right. Oh, the ban got extended 270 days.
Well, I was just on the phone with Steven, and he said that, he goes, oh, didn't you hear it's not getting banned anymore?
Yeah, like, I'm like, what
are you talking about? He goes, Trump extended it. And I was like,
he's not in office yet. I feel like that's
that's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, because I did see. Okay, this is what I saw, all on TikTok. So
right,
take it how you will, but I saw the Supreme Court unanimously voted to ban TikTok. Then I saw that Joe Biden's team and him said that they're not going to do anything with the ban. They're going to leave it up to the Trump administration.
Okay.
But then I was like, well, if they're banning it on the 19th and he's getting inaugurated on the 20th, like, is he going to have anything to, like, is it already going to be banned and then he can't do anything? Or,
I
like,
don't know.
So, yeah.
But he can always bring it back.
He could always reverse the ban. And, I mean, listen, I don't know all the ins and outs of the government, but I thought it took, like, 20 years for a law to come into effect.
Actually, that's a good point.
And all of a sudden, it's like, 1, 2, 3, snap your fingers, we can ban it in a day.
So fucking true. Because, like, when people, like, propose things, like for loan repayments or whatever, it's taken years and years and years for it to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
And they just decided on TikTok like that. And so
like
now
that. It's like, okay, so you're lying the whole time.
Right. That's so true.
Because I thought that was the whole thing about laws. Like, they take so long, whatever. But this is just like, bada bing.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So that's a little suspicious, but whatever.
All day I was laying in my bed, scrolling through. I haven't done this in a while, like, scrolled through all my reposts videos. And I was just thinking, it was one of my notes, that, like, my TikTok reposts are better than any journal that I've ever kept. Like,
no, TikTok reposts have such a lore.
And it's like, if you ever want to know who I am, or like,
or anyone,
just look through their TikTok reposts, and I'm like, this is everything that I wish I could write into a journal, but, like, it's just so easy. I can just hit repost. Like, someone already said it, so it's not original. But I'm like, this is my personal journal of all my feelings, like, everything that makes me is in my TikTok reposts. That's funny. Just about to be erased.
Yeah, it's really crazy. My favorite thing about TikTok reposts are, like, when you just randomly see something that, like, one of your friends reposted and you're like, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, okay, she's going through something. She, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the reposts are so telling. I only really repost, like, funny things.
Yeah, you're not a big like, my reposts are my mind, like.
Yeah, I'm not on that wave.
And I'm gonna miss them, because it's like, that is the perfect collection of videos that describes my personality.
Yeah.
And it's just there, and now it's not gonna be there.
I know, and, like, all of your actual TikToks, like, the ones you posted, I'm like, those things have some fucking memories.
I know. Like, my TikToks are, like, span years.
Yeah.
And, like, shows a lot of growth and a lot of stages of life. And it's just sad that they're all going to be gone. Because, like, even, like, I look back at some of them, I'm like, oh, this is, like, cringy, I should delete this. But I'm like, oh, it's just a memory.
Yeah. Or I love, like, looking back on how much my makeup has changed. I'm like, oh my God, what was I doing?
Right.
But, yeah. Hopefully it's fine. But,
like, I'm just, like, in a period of mourning, though. Like, it's really upsetting to me. I was telling Jess this morning, like, I was thinking, like, Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm like, oh, like, where should I go out to eat? Like, where should I book a reservation for? Usually I'll, like, find restaurants on TikTok, send them to my boyfriend, and then he'll, like, just book whatever I want. Which makes it so easy, because I'm like, here's the aesthetic that I want, this is the type of food that I want, it's all in a video, send.
Right.
And now I'm like, okay, I have to send all these videos now.
Yeah, the realization was so funny. We were like, fuck, I have to send it to him now. Like,
yeah.
It might not be there tomorrow.
Right. I'm collecting all of these restaurants of things that I like or what I want to do on Valentine's Day that I was prepping to send, and then it just hit me like, I have to send them today. Because who knows what tomorrow has in store for us. So that was a huge realization. It's just like, I just feel like it's going to take me a while to readjust. And, like, it's just annoying, too, because I was at work the other day, and people were, like, hating on me like, it was brutal. But, like, people were hating on me so much because I was saying that I'm really going to miss TikTok, and, like.
I feel like that's something you shouldn't say out loud.
There's a lot of things I was saying that I probably shouldn't have said out loud that I'll tell you later. But, like, I just feel like that's super, like, yeah, I guess it's cringy, but it's also like super relatable. Like,
yeah, but depending on the crowd.
Yeah,
I feel like they're not the crowd.
Well, I have a big like millennial crowd, so they didn't really get like what I was talking about.
Yeah,
because they were like, "Why don't you just Google it?" And I'm like, like
it's not the same,
right?
bro.
And like the TikTok comments are.
Stop! I'm gonna miss.
I
those so
know,
much.
but that's like because you Google something and you get Google reviews, right? But like Google
Yeah.
reviews are some like 7-year-old woman in like Arkansas who doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, whereas like TikTok is like the community that we are part of.
Yeah, it's so true. And also the comments are just so funny.
So funny.
Yeah, but as you can see, we're pretty upset about this. But who knows? Hopefully it will be fine.
Yeah, or I mean, like we said, like everything, like it'll be replaced by something.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always gonna be something new, but it's hard to
adjust. Well,
to
TikTok,
change.
we were saying this yesterday that TikTok just knew everything we wanted. Like everything we asked them for, they just gave it to us.
Yeah,
like,
we were saying specifically like when they introduced the fast forward feature, like the double speed feature, it was like they read my mind.
Yeah, like they just always know what we want. So, and Instagram doesn't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Instagram, like we ask them for something and then they change everything and ruin it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what happened to Instagram.
I
like
know.
it literally just went downhill. Like when they changed the whole.
It's funny because Instagram is probably like gonna turn into like what Facebook is for us.
Yeah.
For like the younger kids. Like
oh my
it's
God,
crazy.
That's so true. Yeah. But now I'm seeing all the influencers are just posting their TikToks on Instagram and I'm like, no, like this is not the same. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I'll get used to it, I guess, but right now I don't like it.
But we didn't like TikTok at first either, so like.
Yeah, well, what do you mean?
I mean, I was anti-TikTok when it first came out. I was like, this is stupid. Like, I don't want to watch a preteen dancing with like a crop top on. Like, why are we all watching this? But then it did evolve into something else.
I was never anti-TikTok. I'm like, if there's a new social media that people are talking about, like, I'm gonna get it.
I was resistant at first. I mean, I was a huge Vine girl. So I was like, oh, this is too different. Like, this is not what we watch Vine for, because Vine was all just like funny little clips.
Yeah.
And now I have like literal preteens dancing. Like, I don't watch this, but then I don't know, your brain just changed. They were. But yeah, I mean, we adjust to whatever comes out, so
yeah. We'll adjust to whatever it is, but it's
just
crazy.
Tomorrow. I know. It's like we tried to like go through how the government works.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night, but I feel like we can't even.
No, we can't go into
so
that.
dumb.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know anything about anything, so it's hard to like. But that's why we're so confused.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure I could fucking look it up on TikTok and someone would tell me.
Right.
Instead, I tried to Google it and it was like
a bunch of
like, it's like usgovernment.com. And I'm like, no, like I don't need to see what fucking George Washington said it was. Like I just want someone to quickly tell me like, what does this do? What does this do? That's it.
Well, do you know what I'm gonna like? I keep thinking about like what I'm gonna miss, but it's like specifically when like you're watching a show or like a movie or something, but like in your case, a show. Like whenever I finish a show, I like go on TikTok and see like what other people have to say about it, or if there's like any like debrief. And like that's not what Instagram can be used for.
No, yeah, well that's what
makes me upset.
Like Love Island, like
right
this summer. No TikTok,
or even
Love
like
Island, like
the day after the episode of Traitors came out, it's like, oh, what did everyone think of it?
Yes,
like,
that's so
who's
true.
playing a good game? Like this viral moment. Like there's gonna be none of that. It's gonna be like, okay, shut off the show, and you're like,
what do I do now?
Like there's no one to really discuss with. Like
yeah, that's so true.
It's sad to me, like, because that's such a big part of my life. It's like
TikTok is a community.
Yeah,
we're losing.
And the way that I consume media is like I want to know what other people have to say about it, and I like that like little fandoms of different things.
Yeah,
like connect, and Instagram's just not built for that right now.
Right.
So it's hard.
Yeah, I feel like you just hit the nail on the head with why everyone's so upset about it is because, well, whether they say it like this or not, it's like we're losing like a community. And I know it's weird because it's like social media, but I feel like we all just got like
a TikTok is a community, but it also like houses so many different communities.
Yeah, and like just so many things that you relate to that it's like feels like you're losing something so that's so much a part of you.
Yeah, like I'm getting really upset. Like I started coloring because of TikTok. Like there's a whole coloring side of TikTok that like all shares their drawings, and then there's book talk where that's how I know what to read next. And after I finish a book, it's like, okay, what did everyone think? It's like having my own personal like book club. It's just really sad.
Yeah. It is. Like, so, like, check on your chronically online friends because they're not okay right now.
I mean, on the positive side, like, just to play devil's advocate.
Oh, my God.
That's, like, our least
we have to get into the lore of that one day. Not today.
I know,
today.
But, like, it's such an inside joke when we say to play devil's advocate. But like I'm gonna have so much more time on my hands without TikTok. Like I could turn into the most productive person ever if without TikTok. Like who knows what I'll be capable of when this much time in my day like frees up.
Yeah, it's true. But
and like the brain rot and like
yeah. There definitely will be a lot of well, I feel like the people that are going to benefit from it the most are like the younger kids that are on it. Like, or we're not kids, so like the actual kids that are on it. For us, I feel like we kind of just grew up with everything, so we can like adapt and not be like so whatever, like stunted by it, I guess. But the little kiddos, like hopefully they'll learn how to fucking socialize again and like get their attention spans back and I don't know, learn how to read a book or something. Like it'll probably be really good for them, but like I don't know. I thought 12-year-olds weren't even fucking allowed on TikTok. Like
they are. I mean, they're not, but like they all are.
Yeah, but then it's like, thanks. Now you're ruining it for all of us.
Yeah.
So fuck you, 12-year-old.
Well, I don't think that's the reason.
Could be.
Well, I guess it could be part of the reason.
I think there's a lot of reasons going into it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow, but
yeah.
I'm getting like real I don't know. I've said it a million times. I'm just really upset by it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is the same feeling I had when Vine died. So I know I'm reliving it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously we'll talk about this probably next week, just seeing like depending on what happens with TikTok. But moving right along, did you have a story that you wanted to tell?
Oh yeah, let me go to my pod notes because I've been saving this for a really long time.
Yeah,
and I really hope.
Long time.
Listen, like okay, so everyone that I work with at the restaurant like knows about my podcast. Like ask me about it all the time.
But do they listen to it?
No one listens to it.
Fucked.
Yeah, but there's this new guy that I'm training, which is like it's just so awkward because he's like 36.
Yeah.
And I'm literally training him. But like I have like I don't know, like you'd think it's hard because I like expect like my trainee to like respect me.
Yeah.
At the very least. But he's like a 36-year-old man who has worked in the restaurant industry, so he's not like fresh. Like,
he knows some stuff.
Yeah, but it's like I was tasked to train you, and this is what it's gonna be. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But the second time I met him in the morning, I really hope he watches this because I told him I was gonna talk about it. So whatever.
Oh, okay.
But the second time I met him, I got in the morning and I haven't even like clocked in yet. He comes across me and he goes, you should really smile more. I know. Isn't that crazy? He's like, why aren't you smiling?
That is crazy.
And I was like, you're a 36-year-old man. Like, you don't know that you can't say that to like any woman. Like that's like a thing.
Oh my God.
Like it pisses me off to my core. And it's like I just got there. I'm freezing fucking cold. And that's the first thing he said to me. I was like, I get you're like joking or whatever, but you should know
that's like not funny,
right? Like you should know that like that's just a weird thing to say at this point. Okay, then proceeded to call me Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for the entirety of the shift. I know
it's cold outside,
right? But also, I have like a little trauma with that because people in high school used to call me that because my nose gets red a lot when it's cold.
Yeah.
So I've been called that like numerous times. And then he said it and it like triggered me. And he like called me that. And he's like, I went to the mirror and I was like, my nose is really red, but it's so cold.
Yeah, like you can't help it. Yeah, like.
And also, it's like that's a list of things. It's like, why is it embarrassing? Like,
right.
When that's not even embarrassing. Like, if I had snot all over my nose, make fun of me.
But that's like, not embarrassing.
Right.
But it's just like, why are you saying that?
Right. And it's like, now I'm conscious of my appearance and you told me to smile.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when he called me Rudolph, I was like, well, that's mean. Like, I was just joking, but I was like, well, that's not the nicest thing. And then he asked me if I was one of those sensitive girls.
Oh my god.
I know. This is what I mean. I've been sitting on this information for a week. But he goes, oh, like, are you one of those sensitive girls? Like, I just want to know because I'm like the type, I'm a ball buster. And I'm like,
okay.
But then it makes me self-conscious and I wish I was like, I didn't know what to say because I don't, then I'm like, oh no, like, I'm in on the joke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt so self-conscious.
It's awkward.
It's super awkward because I want to be like, yeah, I'm sensitive. Like, I don't like it.
No, but that's like, I feel like that's not even being sensitive. That's just like having a reaction to a mean thing someone said to you.
And like it just hit me, it was like one hit after the other.
Yeah, but then he's gaslighting you to be like, oh, you're such a sensitive little girl.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucked.
It was so messed up. And I'm really like that. I mean, he's a nice guy. Like, we do chat, but like, I now feel like I don't know where the line is. And
yeah, it's just awkward. It's also awkward. Like you just met him, so like.
Right. And it's like I'm all good for like I do like showing like that I like someone through like teasing them.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But when I know the person.
Yeah, you just met this guy.
You don't know anything about me.
Right.
Which moves on to what happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, you texted me.
Yeah, I texted Jessica. I'm like, I'm being like actually bullied at work right now. Like. I never experienced this before at work because I get along with everyone, like I'm friends with everyone. I don't really have like a combative like. It's a lot of work for me to like fake go back and forth with someone.
Yes. So
I'm just like, don't do that. He asked me where I was from.
Okay.
And I said New York because like.
That's where you're from,
right? And he goes, oh, like, that's cool. And I was like, well, I'm from Long Island. And he goes, oh, it all makes sense now.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, wait, what? And then he goes, okay, Donald Trump.
Oh.
This is what I was trying to tell you. He goes, okay, Donald Trump. And I was like,
stunned.
I was stunned.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that is crazy that you're calling me this. It's like, also, you're not being like quiet. There's people like around us that's like so.
But also, Donald Trump's not from Long Island.
No, but it's just like it's like the thought process of people who aren't from Long Island think that all like Long Islanders are like white trash Trumpies.
Oh.
Did you not know like people think that?
No.
Or that we're just that we're Republican Trumpies and like, think that we're all like stuck up and.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah. But then he thought that was funny because I was getting like all rattled by it, and then he was like telling everyone. And my manager was like, "Don't say that."
I mean, yeah. Like...
Yeah, and I was like, "This is crazy." But then, then I fucked up a little because like there's like the thing of like saying things I shouldn't say, like whatever, because it just came out because I was so rattled. But he was being fucking annoying, and he was like he's a 36-year-old man spraying people with the fountain gun, soda gun, like just spraying around. Like he like got the bartender's shoes, and he like tried to get my shoes, and like I got so mad that I was like, "Can you like stop that? I said my socks cost more than your whole outfit."
Yes, I love that.
I know, but then I like immediately regret it, and then because then he was like, that is something Donald Trump would say. And I was like,
oh my God.
Like, that did sound like I was an asshole for saying that, but
he's an asshole, though. That's what I'm saying.
And then I got gaslit into thinking, like, that was me.
I hate this guy.
Me too. I just got so, like, damn. And, like, I was just giving into
his shit.
And I was like, I should have just kept my mouth closed. But, one, it was true because I was wearing polo fucking socks. So, and he was wearing, like, garbage. So I'm like, it is true. I don't want my socks to be wet. And I was joking when I said that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, then it completely took away from the fact that you're a 36-year-old man trying to spray people with a soda gun. So I did.
And it's like, why can no? But it's like, why can he joke around? But
I know.
Can't.
And then when I joke around, then I get called Donald Trump, and it's like I hated that. I was like, this is insane. Also, it's like, don't like. Also, if you know me, you know that I don't like Donald Trump, and like I'm so far on the other side that like
you're like, whoa,
you don't know me at all. Yeah. And now like. I actually hate when people think that they like have this.
Know you.
Yeah, they think they know me.
Well, also though, like, what happened to like don't talk about politics in the workplace? You know,
that doesn't exist in Boston. I think
no, it doesn't. It's literally so crazy, but I think it's because everyone in Boston like has the same views and like likes the same person. So yeah, it's just assumed and like, or I shouldn't say the same person, like the same party.
Yeah.
So it's just assumed. Like they don't, it's not even it doesn't even cross their mind like, oh, maybe like whatever, like they're not like,
it's just assumed
whatever.
That, like, I don't know, like I felt the need to like defend myself over something that I shouldn't have had to defend myself over. Yeah. One, it's not true, and it's based on nothing. Like,
right.
I didn't even have to like address it, but me like I feel like defending myself like hurt me, and I don't know. It was just really frustrating, and like I don't have the mental capacity to like.
No, nobody wants to deal with that shit.
Right, like I'm just trying to get through the day. Like I'm not gonna like play mind games.
No, yeah, that's wild.
It's really wild.
I can't believe that.
I know. He's also like friends with the manager. That's the Cali guy. Oh. Yeah. Yep.
Sucks.
So it's a wash. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wanted to share that story because
that's crazy.
What's happening? And I just don't want that like to spread. Like I have friends there. Like.
No, I don't think anyone would believe that guy. He sounds like someone that you're like, yeah, okay.
And I do think he like likes me. Like I don't think he doesn't like me. Mm-hmm. I think that's just how he is. Yeah. He's like born and raised in the restaurant industry, like.
Mm-hmm. So he's always like shooting the shit.
Yeah, like that's just who he is. Like I don't think it personally, but like it's annoying.
No, yeah, I would be like, what the fuck, bro.
Also, just not like. I don't know. It's like we need to have more like courtesy around people. Like, are you one of those sensitive girls? Like.
Yeah, you cannot say that. What? Like that's crazy.
Right. It's like I would just never say that to someone, and it's like. I feel like all the jokes are fine when it's women-based. Mm-hmm. But then it's something else, it's crazy.
Yeah. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah. My story.
No, that was a good story. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Pardon our appearance and the audio for the rest because our mic's dead and our lights dead. So,
yes. Well, before our mics died, I was just telling a story about how I was at work, and I was telling everyone, like, I was just getting really annoyed because this one guy that I work with, like, was showing me his entire, like, photo album at work. And I don't actually, like, have you ever, like, been on a date with someone or, like, hung out with a friend who, like...
Yes, a friend, yeah.
Yeah, that they just like to show you every picture they have in their camera roll, and you're like,
okay.
I don't care. Yes. I don't care. Like, it's actually really funny because, this guy that I was talking to right before I met Steven, mm-hmm. like, that's all we would do together is sit, and he would show me everything in his phone, and at the time I was like, is this weird? Like, yeah. It felt weird. But, anyway, yeah, he was showing me, like, a slideshow of his, like, kids and grandkids and whatever, and that just spurred me into thinking, like, my new rule for everyone in my life is, like, you get one picture. You get one picture that you are able to show me. I'll give you two, actually. One can be a kid and one can be a pet. But after that, it's done. Like, I don't want to see it anymore. But then it was just funny because everyone at work was, like, asking me, and they were like, can I use my one picture now? Can I use my one picture now? And I was like, sure, but, I mean, you only get one.
You're done after one.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I actually experienced that at work because, like, pretty much everyone in my department is, like, older than me, so they're always showing, like, their kids or their, especially pets, because, like, we work with animals and stuff. So, yeah, it does get to be a lot. But sometimes I like when they show me stuff with their kids because I feel like they're, like, it's, like, part of their life, you know?
Yeah,
like
I like one.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is a really cute kid. Like, and I mean it. Like, I'm not being an asshole. Like, no. I do mean it. I'm like, that is a really cute dog or a really cute kid. Like, but I don't need to see 6 more pictures of the same kid.
Yeah.
There's only so many responses that I have, like, up in my head of, like, that's so cute.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can be like, that's cute, or like,
there's nothing else for me to say because I don't know them. I don't know really you. Like,
that's really funny. Alright, we're gonna do what we're saying with our chest this week. So yeah, do you want to go first, or?
Sure.
Okay.
Mine is hot take that I think that Surviving Barstool is the best reality show on any, like, network right now.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not joking. There's been, like, if you don't know, like, Barstool Sports does a reality game show of, like, a spoof of Survivor, where they do a week of Survivor in the office with all of their coworkers, and I've been watching it religiously for, like, the past 4 years, but this year specifically, I think, has been some of the best reality television made in a really long time. Which is, like, a lot for me to say because we watch a lot of reality TV, but I have not enjoyed anything more. So if you're not watching it, you definitely should, but, like, nothing has brought me as much joy as that.
Yeah, it was really good. I wasn't watching it at first, but Hannah was like, you gotta watch this. So I was like, okay. And then, yeah, it was really good. It is, like, crazy, but it's good.
It's just, like, and, like, I feel like anything Barstool Sports does is, like, you know it's real.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of reality TV that is on right now is super scripted, and, like, it's still good, but you know that it's scripted, and they have, like, a direction they want to go in, and they're gonna, like, manipulate things to make that happen, whereas when I watch Barstool, I'm like, they're not thinking of any of this ahead of time. This is truly, like, their personalities, and whatever comes out of it is just, like, spontaneous chaos, and I love it.
Yeah, it was really good. But I guess going along those lines of the reality, say it with your chest thing, what I'm going to say is about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Basically, they just had their season finale, and I guess to be like what I'm saying with my chest is that we need more, like, raw moments.
Yes.
On reality TV, because what sparked this was basically at the end of the episode, the girls were like, one of the girls was like, okay, let's all find, like, the meanest thing we've said about someone on our phone and let them read it and then have their reaction so we can, like, put everything in the past and, like, move on, which, like, terrible idea. But the women were like, she said it and then they were like, okay, Meredith, here you go. And it's like, okay, like, if someone was like, Jessica, find the meanest thing you've ever said about someone, like, at this table in your phone, I would be like, okay, scrolling for days, like, where do I even start? Like, do you search someone's name? Do you type in bitch
it would take me a while to
like,
find something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go, here it is. So, yeah, I feel like
it was just an obvious scripted moment. Like, it was still good. Like, I still
it was still very entertaining, but, like, we need to go back to more of those raw moments, and we need less. Well, I don't know, because the little table games they would do, like, in the beginning when Housewives first came out, were, like, good, and they were just, like, random things that were more real, I guess. But that, I was like, okay, this is obviously, like, they obviously planned this out. So I guess specifically to Housewives, more raw moments. Raw, real moments. Less scripted games. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I feel like we need a outro. Yeah, like going back to like changing the intro, we need like an outro. Like I wish we could say like thanks so much for like chesting with us. You know what I mean? Like
flash your chest. I don't know.
We'll
comment down below what you think.
Yeah. Oh, we did have some viewer questions, but we'll answer them next week just to
when we have our mics back up and running.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thanks so much, guys. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, like that changes our whole outro now.
Yeah. But you guys know what it is. That's outofyourchest.podcast. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.